Like a Dolomite. Time went by on this God creation. I knew someday I would rock the nation, so I made up my mind just what to do. And I joined with the Jam On production crew. So go crazy, go crazy. Don't let your body be lazy. I said don't stop the body rock till your eyesight starts to get hazy. Clean out your ears and you open your eye. If you want to hear the music, just come alive. If you don't know how, get ready to learn. Cause Cosmo's taking his turn to burn.
Take a seat and O in the seat, then you add M-O and a freaking D, add a funky beat, and then what do you see? It's Cosmo D, yeah baby, that's me. I got the beat, that's oh so sweet. Without me rocking this incomplete. So rock this yo, rock that yo, rock on and don't you dare stop. You rock this, rock that, and that's a fact. Cause the Jam On crew will rock your body right, rock the speed, rock the motor right off the track, and the whole wide world of funk attack. To the beat yo, get down. Let me rock it to the rhythm of the funky sack. From hill to hill, from Z to Z, and when Jam On's rocking, everybody screams. Jam on it, jam on and on and on and on it. And if you're feeling like you wanna dance all night, then go on ahead and blow it. Cause jamming on is what we do best. It's what separates us from the rest. And if you don't think I'll cruise down for real, let me tell you what happened to the man of steel.
Superman had come to town to see who he could rock. He blew away every crew he faced until he reached our block. His speakers were 3 stories high with woofers made of steel. And when we bought our set outside, he said,
real. He said I'm faster than a speeding bullet when I'm on the set. I don't need no fans to cool my ass. I just use my super brand. I can fly 3 times around the world without missing a beat. I socialize with X-ray eyes and ladies. It's sweet.
and then he turned his power on and the ground began to move. And all the buildings for miles around were swaying to the groove. And just when he had pulled the crowd and swore he won the fight,
We rock this deck with a 12-inch cut called Disco Kryptonite. Well, Superman looked up at me. He said, you rock so naturally. I said, now that you've learned the deal, let me tell you why I'm so for real. I'm Cosmo D from outer space. great. I'll do it right because I can't do it wrong. That's why the whole world is singing this song. I jam on it. I say jam on it. As day turns to night and night turns to day, whatever time it is, I want to hear you say I jam on it. I say jam.
And greetings from sunny South Texas. How's everybody doing today? I want to welcome y'all to the Easy Comic Reader Variety Show. My name is Mike. If you've never watched before, just want to say howdy. How y'all doing? And yeah, man. So as you saw in that intro, I shared with you one of my favorite. It's probably not the favorite cartoon growing up, and that was definitely Battle of the Planets. You know, growing up, I think we had at least 3 or 4 channels. So when we got to watch something that was cool, man, the world stopped for us. That was definitely Battle of the Planets. And speaking of Battle of the Planets, let's just jump right in, y'all. Let's just jump right in. I've got a few Battle of the Planet comic books that probably a lot of you may have. I mean, like I said, when I found these, they were pretty cheap. And one of them has a $5 sticker price. So I don't think I'll pick that. But anyway, yeah, so I want to share these with you. And I'm looking through these and I said, man, where's my one and only Gold Key or Whitman? And it's somewhere back here. So that one has to be found. And speaking of those, man, when I jumped back into comics in 2008, you know, what y'all do, if you ever left comics and you came back in, you always go to something that's comfortable, something that's known to you. And that was definitely Battle of the Planet. So when I jumped in, I remember as a kid, we had a few of those Gold Key or Whitman copies. And man, I go to looking for them and I was like, God dang, these things are expensive. So I'll be definitely on the hunt, but it'll be a while. But for now, I get my Battle of the Planet fix with these, all right? So these are in kind of order, but really not any particular order. But hey, man, when I jumped back in, I saw these. I said, hey, I'll take them. And I think I got them all in one spot, if I remember correctly. So yeah, now these are the ones that were put out by Top Cow. And when, like I said, as I show these to you, let me just explain myself. So there you go. There's Battle of the Planets. I guess that says number 3, manga, right? Turn it that way, manga. So I was like, hey man, that looks just like the old cartoon. So I'll take it. And I think I have some of these. I think they're Alex Ross covers, but we'll get there. But anyway, here we go. This one says number 1. And it says $5.75 on the sticker. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Man, when I got back into books, the concept of variant covers it went over my head. I didn't know what that was. So I think I've got several of these that are the exact same book. I don't think I know. And then I started saying, what the hell? This is not like here's number 1 again, right? Number one. So when I saw them sitting there, I just grabbed them. But they do have different covers, so there you go. Battle of the Planets, number 1 again. And Battle of the Planets, number 1 again. So yeah, so then I started learning about this concept called variant covers. So it had been a while since I was buying books. And I guess all this came in, I don't know, the 90s and the 2000s. But I was happy to have them. I believe this is an Alex Ross cover. Beautiful covers, man. And, yeah. And here's another number 1, but I think this is a tie-in with Witchblade. I'm going to say that because it does say Witchblade. And I do recognize that. But yeah, at the time, I just said, shoot, man, those are Battle of the Planets. I'll take them. Right? And here's one for old brother Swag. Look at that, Swag. If you're watching, man, look at that. Shiny, shiny. I don't know what number this is, but it's dang cool, man. Is it one like I already have? See, did not know what these foil variants and all that and this and the other. But anyway, I think that's cool. Again, look at that. Alex Ross. Battle of the Planets number 4. Guys, let me tell you. At the time, we did not know this was called anime. And of course, as I've gotten older and I've watched a lot of YouTube, this was a series from Japan. They added that little robot guy, 7 Zark 7, to kind of mesh with American kids, sort of as a narrator throughout the cartoon. Look at this one. This is 1 of 2. What does that mean? 1 of 2. It's another little series, I guess. But they're cool to me. And man, a lot of these covers are true to the cartoon, man. That's why I just gravitated. I know when they redo certain things, they kind of don't look the way you remember. But man, these look nice. Zoltan. I like these guys down here, man. I thought they looked cool as kids, man. They had them bell bottoms. And I was like, man, those bad guys look cool. There it is. Now, growing up, we didn't call it Battle of the Planets. Man, when we were outside playing, we instinctively knew, hey, G-Force is about to come on. How's that, Phoenix? G-Force is coming on. So, man, we all ran inside, sat around the TV, and watched G-Force for the day. There it is. There's another one. There's number, what is that one? Number 7. Oh. Yeah, so and then afterwards, man, after the cartoon is over, what do most kids do? They go outside and reenact, or see, look at that one. This is 1 or 2 again. Is that the same book? I'll go back and look at it. But hey, when nostalgia hits you, you become blind to numbers. You just see cover, right? Sartan again. And so after the show would end, we would all run outside, and there was a tree in our front yard. And that tree actually served as our rocket ship. So we would all climb up on the tree, and each of us had a certain area in the tree, a branch that represented, we were all battling who's going to be Mark, who's going to be Jason, right? Those were the top 2. And anybody else, well, we didn't have any, there's Mark right there. It was all guys, so we just sort of left out the field. So anyway, yeah, we God dang, man, I can't tell you how much we love that show. And there's Jason. So yeah, I got a Mark and a Jason. Alex Ross covers. So there you go. And I do have one of those gold keys, like I said. I think I said that is somewhere back here, and I'll definitely dig it out and add it too. But hey, Battle of the Planets, awesome show. And if you caught the music, that was Jam On It by Nucleus. Another just touchstone of growing up. We would hear that in the neighborhood and stuff like that. So there you go, folks. We're going to be right back. And I got some crazy commercials to show you today, okay? Some are kind of new. Some, well, you sit back and relax. And then when we come back from the commercials, we're going to take a look at Little Dot and something that I picked up on. All right. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for these commercials. Support our sponsors, man. Oh, easy, man. He's trying to make a buck. No, he's not. I'm not. Y'all take care. We'll be right back.
It's the freak phone, and here's the party freak. Friday Freaker, dancing a new sensation, grabbing the nation, doing the freak. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. Join the party, the fast and easy way. You hear what's scamming from New York to LA. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. What's happening, what's jamming, party till you drop. Dial and hear the action, what's hot and what's not. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. $2 a call.
They say I'm crazy. They're crazy. It's my star. Give it away. For $39.99, you can buy Crazy Gideon DVD, CD player, and MP3. You are crazy! That's right, I'm crazy. And I'm giving it away. 27 inch for $189. Yes, I'm crazy. They want me to smile. How can I smile when I lose my money? $1,999 for plasma TV, 42 inch. Downtown LA, 830 Traction Avenue.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
Welcome to Diode Cowboy Boots. I'm Dio. We're having a sale. Anytime you need a boot, come on down to Diode Cowboy Boot. We've got low-cut cowboy boot, high-cut cowboy boot, African cowboy boot, big lady boot. Some of these boots don't even boot at all. Call your mother. Call your father. Call your cousin Leonard. Tell them to get it butt down here to Diode Cowboy Boot. We got a boot the whole family can enjoy. If you're not wearing Diode Cowboy Boot, then you're in the barefoot. Any kind of boot you decide. Any kind of boot you decide, we got at Diode Cowboy Boot there. If you thought you liked boot, you love boot at Diode Cowboy Boot there.
Joe's Cowboy Boots, 69721-43, Building C, Falcon Zone Drive, across from the Giant Teepee.
Is talking on the phone getting out of hand? Look out! You need Phone Relief, the ultimate in hands-free phone design. Watch. Simply attach the special double back fastener to any phone. Then attach the Phone Relief headset. It's that easy. Hands-free, pain-free. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. It's perfect for remotes. Now talk hands-free anywhere, anytime. Office work is a pain for Mr. Phone in the Neck, but you won't miss a beat with hands-free freedom. A must for the entire office. Work goes quicker and easier. The padded headset removes this easily. It is fully adjustable. Best of all, Phone Relief works with your favorite phone. An amazing breakthrough product you'll use every day. Now only $12.95. Call toll-free to order by credit card and make this your last Phone in the Neck call.
Call now 1-800-862-1000. Our operators are giving tremendous discounts on additional units. That's 1-800-862-1000. Or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs. Credit card users call now 1-800-862-1000.
Hey, welcome back, man. How'd you like them commercials, right? That freak phone one, dude, that always freaked me out. That freak phone one, I remember that from, I guess it was the late 90s. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we're going to talk about this amazing discovery I found in these old Richie Rich comic books, right? And of course, I'm going to go into detail. I'm going to flip this phone around, or this camera around, and go into more detail. But I was sitting there reading this one night, and I stumbled upon Little Dot. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any Little Dot comics to share with you, but I do have these. And as I'm about to explain, I found this little thing about Dot, and then I started this thing. So let me turn this around and explain what I'm talking about. And it's meant no disrespect to anybody that's a Dot fan. It's just something that I just thought was super interesting, right? I'll just leave it at that and we'll go from here. So again, no offense to Dot fans, but maybe you will disagree with me. Let me know down in the comments, or maybe you're like, yeah, you're a crazy boy. So here we go, man. Let's check out some Little Dot. All right, folks, here we go. Here's my little dive into Little Dot, man. Okay, Little Dot is, of course, a Harvey Comics character. Now, my intention was to do this deep dive research and tell you all about who created Harvey, but for what I have to share today, I think it's a little bit, there's a little bit more enjoyment in reading it for what it is and letting you read between the lines just like I did on this thing. And so before I get into this, maybe this is just me and my dumb 51-year-old mind just reading into this the wrong way, but I mean, something there's something here. I think it's fascinating. Yeah, I definitely want to know about the creator. But here's what I do know before we jump into this, man. You gotta tell yourself, when these stories were created, they were created by men my age, maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older. But you gotta think, man, these guys were bored at times, and so they probably had a little fun in some of these books. So I'll just leave it at that, and I'll let you read between the lines just like I did. And maybe, like I said, maybe it's just my dumb thinking. All right, so I have this copy of Richie Rich, The Poor Little Rich Boy Diamonds, number 40, 52 pager, right? So this right here, this was the first story that I ever read featuring Little Dot, okay? So in this story, Little Dot is sick at home, and they're like, well, we gotta help Little Dot, right? So she's there, and all of a sudden, immediately I see that she says, golly gee, the nicest dots before my eyes. I was like, okay, right? Just based on the little that I know, she's fascinated with dots, and she sees dots. And so mom's like, no, you stay in bed. We're gonna go get you some medicine or whatever. And so Dot, she's right here. Why are the dots there? Maybe they're trying to tell me something. So that threw me when I was like, what the hell? So she's thinking these dots are trying to communicate something with her, right? And again, remind you, this is the very first Little Dot story that I've ever written. And so she commences to go on and say, they're leading me somewhere. Oh man, my curiosity is piqued. I go, what the hell? And she says, now they're leading me to the sofa. They're leading me to Daddy's wallet. Oh, because that's what was happening here. Dad couldn't find his wallet. Dot's sick. Mom's trying to figure out, you know how it is, those mornings where everything seems to be going wrong. So now she's convinced that these dots are helping her in some way. They're communicating with her. And those dots are going to solve these dots are going to solve everybody's problems. So she comes across this kid right here, and he's like, bah, 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 I'm crying. He says, my dog is lost, and so the dot's like, Little Dot says, well, let my dots help you. They'll help you find the way. I don't know. I mean, dig a little deeper into that. And so the dots do, in fact, point her out, or to point out to the doggy, right, to the kid's dog. It's Laddie. Thanks Dot for helping me. And so she's now like building trust in these dots. She's like, yeah, these dots says, say I know what you are. You're finding dots. Says, what are you going to look for now? So this is where it sort of materialized for me. Little Dot is now walking along, and she sees this musician. Okay. And it says, oh, where is it? There it is on the road. Okay. No, this one right here. It's talking about your lost chord, right? So this singer, right? The singer is trying to find his inspiration in singing. And look at those eyes, dude. She's like, there it is. There's your lost chord. So she's getting more convinced. Then she comes across this artist, and this artist is saying, I've lost it. What have you lost? My inspiration. And Dot's like, well, I don't know what inspiration is, but let my dots help you find it. So again, you kind of put, music, art, dots helping you find your inspiration. So yeah, that's what those dots do. She's looking around. This guy is like, okay, I'll try your dots. And then bing. Oh man, look what your dots help me do, create. And then look at the abstract creation that this guy does. So we go on a little more in the story and come across this guy who is a writer. Again, all these professions that, I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, he's trying to find his inspiration. The dots help him, and that's where we go with the story. Little Dot finally makes it home, So I said, God dang, that's hilarious. So I said to myself, are there more stories like this in Little Dot? Was this just some sort of one-off? So I went to all my Richie Rich collection, because I know for sure I don't have any Little Dot comics. But I said, I've got Richie Rich. She was in this issue. Maybe she's in some more. So yeah, I did find a few more, man. And again, I'm basing all this off of a very small sample of what's in my collection. Maybe these are just somehow happen to be in my collection, and I got all the weird Dot stories. Maybe all the other Dot stories are, innocent and fun. And again, in some of these, they are just that. But that's because she is interacting with another character like Little Lotta. So it's his normal story. So I ran across this one. The title caught my eye immediately. Uncle X. So mom is going out. Little Dot is left at home. But mom says, hey, be on the lookout. Uncle X is coming by. So there's Dot. She's there like, okay, waiting, Then she sees this weirdo. Okay. Hey, look at this guy. Weirdo. And then, so she just, without thinking, she goes, hey, I'm Dot. Come on in. This is the place you're looking for. And this guy is like, sure, I'll come on in. Here she is at home by herself and telling this strange guy, yeah, come on in, man. I think you're supposed to be here. So again, Dot is alone. And this guy starts doing some weird stuff. He's levitating. And she's like, wow, that's cool. He is also walking through walls. I don't know. What else does he do? He picks up furniture, and he, at one point, he says, that couch is too small. Let me make that couch a little bit bigger. He's altering the lights. And she's like, wow, this is kind of cool. She's Little Dot is tripping out. That's all I'm saying. And there he goes walking through the wall again. And at the end, this guy, this Uncle X, who we think is Uncle X, takes off in a flying saucer. Come on now. And then mom finally gets home. She goes, this is Uncle X. And she's like, well, I wonder who the hell that other guy was. So I thought that was crazy. I said, okay, there's something going on. This little girl is hallucinating, seeing things like that. All right, so then I said, well, let me see if there's anything else. And we see in this issue in this beautiful copy of Money World, number 13. All right, so in this story, Little Dot, she goes and visits her uncle, Uncle Brains. Yeah, that's her Uncle Brains. Right. So she has several uncles. Uncle Brains Laboratory. Lab. So Uncle Brains is talking about, hey, look at all this stuff that I'm this didn't make the cut. So I'm just hanging out today and making new stuff. And Dot sees this pogo stick. And so she takes it for a whirl because it's covered in dots. All innocent fun, right? All innocent fun. And so she's like, well, let me try it out. And she's bouncing. Is that an illusion for something else? And again, this one's probably reaching a little. But right here, she says, ooh, I'm awfully high. Because she's going all around town. Look at her. She's bouncing over houses. Come on, y'all. Something's going on. She's bouncing off this dang well. Again, she bounces into outer space, or the pogo does, right? So again, I was like, somebody is having fun creating these stories. Oh man, let's see. I got two more here. So this one right here, this one is called, I believe, the Fibbers Club. So in this story, Little Dot has to, this little club is a club of liars. Liars and things like that. So they're like, hey, tell us a nice story and we'll let you in our club. She goes, well, actually, it's not a story. This really happened. So she proceeds to tell these guys about these aliens who came down to Earth And other people, actually, in this one, other people did see something falling out of the sky. So they're, well, anyway, here they are. Here's the little aliens, and she's making nice with them. And they're like, well, we got to fix our ship. And she's like, I'll help you out. So she proceeds to hide these aliens in, right? And these people are like, hey, I thought I saw something strange going on back here. And she's like, oh, no, maybe it's over there. It's definitely not here. So she's lying to hide these little guys right here. She goes so far to, in fact, lie to the police officers about, oh, and she helps these guys, these aliens, decorate their ship to kind of blend in. Of course, they're all full of dots. So I just thought that was a fun story. Again, aliens visiting, it just added more to the fun that I was having figuring out who the heck is this little dot. And then I'll leave us with this one. This one is found in Richie Rich Diamonds number 24. All right. So again, at this point, I'm just laughing my butt off. I'm like, this is so weird. Then I get to this story. This one is about Dot is going out of town. Dot's crossing state lines now. And so Dot's, she's going out of town with her mom. Mom has to go take care of a few errands. So Dot's like, well, I wonder if I can find any new kids to tell them about my dots. All right, keep that in mind. She goes, oh, I'll be around. She's scouring the neighborhood, and she comes across several kids. And she wants to tell them so bad about her dots, and these kids are into other things. Like, for example, this little girl, she's really into seashells. And she's blah, blah, blah talking about her seashells. Dot never gets a word in edgewise. Right, so she says, I got turkey shells and conchs and, all these kinds of shells. And Dot's like, well, all right, cool, man. I got to go. And she's like, what a blabber. I don't know, maybe those shells are something else, right? Then she comes across this kid. This kid is all about collecting them rocks, baby. He's got a rock collection, and again, he just keeps going motor mouth. And she's like, golly, I guess I gotta leave because she can't get this kid into dots. And he's like, man, they're all into something. Comes across these other kids. This one is really into butterflies. And this kid right here, this kid likes cap pistols. And maybe he's this town's enforcer. He's like, bang, 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 go and get. This town's already spoken for. We don't need your dots around here. And then they finally ask her, so what do you collect? She goes, sure. Well, what are you into? And she's about to tell them, and then mom says, we're leaving. She's like, okay, Mom. All right. So we get to the final page here. She's like, well, I gotta go. She goes, oh, she finally tells him, I'm really into. I'm really into things that are dotted. I'm into them dots, baby. So she leaves the kids, and the kids are like, huh. Now the kids are curious. There might be something to this dot thing that we're not seeing. And so they all agree to say, well, let's give dots a try. And our last panel shows us that they are 100% all in on the dots. They are dot crazy. They are consumed by the dot. So there it is, folks. I just thought I'd have a little fun with that today. There are a lot of little things that I said, well, man, this could go. This is just kind of interesting to me. So that's all I got for little dots. Maybe I'm seeing this wrong. Maybe there are some dot experts out there that will tell me, like, what the hell's wrong with you, Easy? There's nothing. There's no read between the lines with this dot. It's just pure fun. So I'll leave it at that. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's go ahead and get into our musical guest. All right. So here we go. All right. So it's time for the musical portion of our show. And for today, I spent some time just looking through YouTube and finding weird stuff. And I found this guy. His name is Matt Sinner. Matt Sinner. And when I started watching this video, I was cracking up. You're going to see a guitar player that, well, anyway, all these boys look like they hit the sale rack over at Chess King. Y'all remember that store? If y'all had a Chess King in the mall where you grew up, Chess King, for us, it was this store that had all the latest and greatest cool clothes, man. Of course, we couldn't afford them, but hey, we'd go to the mall, hang out. We'd look at some of those, and immediately my mind went to that. And when I found this video, I said, man, these guys, it's a heavy metal, but just check it out. I thought it was pretty cool. I hope you think the same. And when we come on back, get into something else. All right, folks, so there you have it. That is the end of the Easy Comic Reader Variety Show. I want to say thank you to everybody. Of course, thank you all for watching, man. I know these videos are not short, and it does take some time to go through them. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate everybody that drops a line, man. Tell them something in the comments. I answer each and every one. But most of all, I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate your time. So that's going to be the end of this week's Easy Comic Reader Variety Show. Looking forward to creating another podcast. I'm just going to do a cheap plug here, man. I've been using this website called, I keep calling it Google LM, but it's actually called Google Notebook LM. And I've done a few podcasts with that, if you will. So if you're inclined, please go check it out. If not, or if you are watching, hey man, appreciate it, dude. Does that? But I've got one coming up later on this week, and it's going to be about custom bands, based off of a comic book ad. So with all that, man, I want to say once again, appreciate y'all stopping by, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully next week we'll see you on the Easy Comic Reader Variety Show. All right, y'all take care. Thank you.